So today, it's windy, but it's not raining. So we have a break from the atmospheric river, or whatever they're calling it. So I was out splitting some wood. Brought back some wood from eastern Washington. And kind of shitty wood. It's willow, like willow tree. And man, that stuff is hard to split. It's just got a kind of a tight grain, but it's lightweight wood, so it doesn't have a lot of heat. But then some friends gave me some fir bark, and that's really nice. So I guess it balances out. But so today I'm going to talk about some of these custom built, or really BP Jum clones. I mean, who had it first? I have no idea. So I have a little lap full of pipes here that I brought out to the smoking shed here. I'm smoking some Burley from 2012. So it's well aged. I think it was a pretty quality Burley anyway. Normally I'm not a Burley fan. It doesn't have a lot of flavor for me. Has a lot of nicotine. But advantages for the shallow, wide bowls on these BP Jum type pipes is it burns well, and gives you a lot of smoke, but mostly it burns well. So using the matches from the slow smoke competition, but I was the fast smoker. So what I'm smoking here is pipe I actually really like. The rustication is kind of special. I mean, it's custom built rustication, but it's just got a lot of character, and you can maybe see the stamp there, perhaps. So this is, that wide, even the top of the bowl's rusticated, that wide, shallow bowl. So these Burley blends, I think, smoke the best in these. And that doesn't mean Captain Black Grape, something with a bunch of goop on it. It just means a nice, clean, basic Burley. Latakias tend to slow things down, and I don't know, they just don't smoke as well. You have to really keep tendering them, So the real deal, let me see what I got here. Okay, is a BP Jum. Right. So there's the rustication on the Jum. Now we don't know the age of these pipes. I'm gonna say probably 60s. And then here's the stamp. BP Jum, imported briar. Biltmore pipe jumbo. Well, that sounds like a good possibility. So that's the BP Jum. Kind of a unique rustication, unique shape. But then, oh my God, look at this. I pulled this out of the collection. It is, for all intents and purposes, a BP Jum. But it is stamped pipe maker, imported briar. But oh my goodness, it is just totally the same thing, I mean, it is the same pipe. The same guy could have made those. Oh my goodness. Okay. So then we get into, this is I'll show you the stamp here. A field stub. Now this is smooth. That's a little unusual. Now, the Bible of Custom Builts said that field stubs were probably seconds, lesser briar, and smaller blocks. So they make sense. So here is another smooth pipe, a little bit different. This is a Rogers Rarity. Look at all the fills. That's kind of embarrassing. And actually a bigger bowl, just as shallow but wider yet. Oh my God. So this will be a Burley smoker for sure. And then Tom Howard got into the act here. Let's see, there's his stamp. Tom Howard. And imported briar. You know, it's carved in the U.S. if it says imported briar. And a much less wide bowl. I mean, look at the difference there. Whoa. So the Tom Howard is really kind of a small bowl with really thick walls. And a different rustication, much simpler, although kind of along the same themes. And actually the wood is pretty good. There aren't a lot of fills. There's some okay bird's eye in there. So anyway, that's just from my little collection. So you can tell I like this shape of pipe, because I would pick up these guys when I'd see them on eBay, mostly. I've never had too much luck doing thrift stores or antique stores or anything like that. I'm not a big shopper that way. So let the sulfur burn off, get a good flame going. So, made in Chile. Okay. Yeah, just this rustication is actually by far the nicest, if you ask me. Even though the BP Jum rustication is nice too, and they're all very similar, those BP Jums. So this has just kind of a different feel to it, but it is a custom built with the big curving C, and custom built is one word, so it is not the dash. So it's a later stamp. I'd have to refer to Bill Unger's Bible to see kind of exactly when this was, but there's a wide range of years, and he was pretty inexact in pinning it down. So but that MacBaron Burley is about the best Burley for a person who doesn't really like Burley. The best one I've tried. The fact that it's so aged probably helps. It's a little drier, maybe helps it burn a little better. See if we can make a little smoke here. That's one thing I like about Burleys. But of course they're used as the base for a lot of aromatics, flavored tobaccos, because they don't have a lot of flavor on their own. They burn well, so you can goop it up and it'll still somehow burn in the bowl. And they have quite a bit of nicotine, which some guys like, I don't. But I'll stand up here and I'll go, whoa, that was a nicotine hit. Wow. Had a good time on Friday night with Mike Marino and the crew bidding on items. Gosh, I can't remember names. I should have printed that out. It was a really good time. That Friday evening, meet up. It was really nice. There went a big tree. So it was kind of windy. And there was a fire call, tree in the house about an hour and a half ago. But I still want to get some of these walnut leaves. There's this black walnut growing in my backyard. And it's really hard on the yard. I mean, it's really acidic. And the leaves don't break down very well. Maple leaves make great compost. So I have a compost bin that I load up with maple leaves, and there's a lot of them around. So that becomes my compost for spring planting and stuff like that. But the walnut leaves are crap. So I just rake them up, get them up, and they mat. You know, they create this slippery, yucky mat. And I just rake them over to the edge of the yard and kind of create a self-composting buffer over there. There's some bamboo growing over there, and it doesn't seem to mind it. So, yeah. There's a gigantic yellow jacket buzzing around, awakened by this warm weather we're having. I mean, I'm in shirt sleeves, right? From these atmospheric rivers that come up from the tropics and then just huge, deposit all this water and snow on the passes. So the passes that close routinely every year, they've closed them, which is good. You wouldn't want to get caught in a wet avalanche. Oof. Anyway, Mike did just a superlative job running the auction of various stuff that was donated. And there was a tin of tobacco, it was a Virginia, that Doug Owen from Cargo Hold, who's only about 5 miles away from me, and I'm sure he was still at the shop, I assume he was, as part of the crowd, you know, and it was a lot of fun. There's a lot of back and forth kind of texting, bantering. It's just a good time. 5 p.m. Pacific time is when I get in there. So I'm always at the office, so I'm not smoking a pipe. I start a little later in the day and I work into the evening. That's my routine. So I'm there still at the office. It's nice and quiet. But there was this tin of tobacco that he had bid on, and it was, I think, he's a Virginia smoker, so it was something he really wanted. Well, we can't let that pass by. So I ended up outbidding him. It's so hard to find gifts for people sometimes, right? I mean, they're at a point in their life, and they're successful enough that they've got everything they want. And they're probably trying to get rid of stuff nowadays. You know, you reach a certain age. But this was something he was bidding on. So it was like, oh, he wants that. He actually wants that. So it's like going to the store and your wife says, oh, I would die to have that, whatever. So she's given you information that you can make an informed decision instead of just like reaching out in the dark and picking something. So anyway, I got the tin of tobacco for Doug. And the money went to a good cause. So it's just good all the way around. So at the Pipe Club this coming Saturday, unfortunately I have to miss it. I don't think I can even. Oh, there's a deer. Oh my God. There he goes, under the back porch. Ooh, a nice buck. Ooh, but he's got a limp. Oh, his poor rear foot. Oh, buddy. How can you tolerate that pain? My gosh. So here's the shed. The smoking shed. So, anyway, let me get back to routine here. So he's probably up on the highway and got hit by a car. Hate to see that. So, anyway, Merry Christmas, Doug, when it arrives. And, we'll try it all. Well, he's so generous, we'll all try some. But, it was fun. It was actually fun to do that. So. All right, well, the light is waning, and I am gonna have to rake some leaves here, so I'll keep smoking this bowl. That's one thing, Burley tends to burn down pretty quick, too. It's not like Latakia that extends the smoke. So, yeah. But I like doing the yard chores and smoking a pipe. For some reason, that's kind of a fun thing for me. All right. Anyway, if you like these BP Jums, there are often lookalikes that are just as satisfying to smoke, which is to say not terribly satisfying because that wide, shallow bowl. But if you can get a good Burley, it's not bad.